morning, student. Hope you all are good and staying at your home safely. So, student, yesterday I had given you the central theme of the poem A Legend of the Northland, where I had discussed with you all the central theme of the poem as well as the summary of the poem. So, today I will be explaining you the first four paragraph of the poem so that you will go through it, and in this I will not giving you the central idea, I am not going to give you the question answers based on the paragraph. But before giving you a explaining you the stanza, I just give you a quick review again about the central idea of the poem. That this poem is it is meant to be read by a small children, and it is based on a Northland, where a very cold place, which is a very cold place. And once Saint Peter came to the door of a little woman who was baking cake and asked her for a cake, as he was feeling very weak due to a fast. So and that lady was very selfish and did not even give him a small piece. So Saint Peter cursed her and told her that she was not fit to live in a human form and enjoy food and warmth of a human life. So he turned her into a woodpecker who has to bore a hole in a hard and dry wood to get its canned food. So the woman was punished for her greed and selfishness. So now this was the central idea of the poem. Now I will be explaining you the paragraph wise. I have taken up the paragraph 1 and 2. So paragraph 1 says, away, away in the Northland, where the hours of the day are few and the nights are so long in winter. Then the next line was the second paragraph, that they cannot sleep them through, where they harness the swift reindeer to the sledges when it snows, and the children look like bear cubs in their funny furry clothes. So I have written the word meaning for the both paragraph. First was a legend, old traditional story. Second, away, away, that is a far away. Then Northland, a place located in the far north of Europe. Fourth is hours of the day, that is the daylight hours. Then fifth was a harness, tie. Reindeer means animal residing in the far north, and sledges, animal drawn carriage used for transportation over snow. Furry means made of a fur. So I'll just explain you the first four line, that is the first paragraph. Away, away in the Northland, where the hours of the day are few and the nights are so long in winter that they cannot sleep them through. So here in these above stanza, means the four lines, the poets introduce the place, that is the Northland, from which her story is derived. So it lies in the extreme north of the world, and here the winter season has short days but nights are very long. As you all know that in winter we have a short days and a long and nights are long, whereas in a summer we have long days and nights are short. So it is cold there that people cannot sleep comfortably the whole night. They often wake up due to very low temperature. So in these first four lines, the poets introduce a place, that is the Northland, where the days are short and nights are long, as the winter was there, and it is a very cold place and people cannot sleep comfortably the whole night because the temperature goes very low and they wake up due to very low temperature. Now the next next four line, that is your second paragraph, that they cannot sleep them through, where they harness the swift reindeer to the sledges when it snow and the children look like bear cubs. So in this second paragraph, the poet described the people of the Northland in the stanza. As you all see that they cannot sleep them through, that was the first paragraph, where the harness that the swift reindeer, from this to the last paragraph, the last line, in their funny furry clothes. So in this second paragraph, the poet described the people of the Northland in and she says that when it is the time of snowfall in the Northland, people uses sledges driven by the fast running reindeer. Reindeer is an animal used in the summers, reindeer are always found in a snowy area. And sledges, I have already told you that the sledges means a cart that move on a ice and snow, you all have seen. And so the people use sledges driven by a fast running reindeer. And because of the extreme cold, children are made to wear heavy woolen clothes made of fur. Because, and as the first stanza, the first four lines told that the northland is full of like it is a winter season, and there was a very low temperature, and the it was a snowy. So the children made to wear heavy woolen clothes that is made up of fur. And in these funny clothes, they look like the cubs of a bear, means the small baby of a bear. So in this way, I have told you the two paragraph. The first is the in the first four line, the poet has described the story of his northland, the place. And in the last four paragraph, the poet described the people of the northland in this stanza. Okay students, now I will go with the third and fourth paragraph. So third paragraph is, they tell them a curious story, and I don't believe this true, and yet you may learn a lesson if I tell the tale to you. And the fourth paragraph is, once when the good Saint Peter lived in the world below and walked about it, preaching just as he did, you know. So curious is strange. Tis short form of it is. Tale means a short story. Preaching means give sermons. Preaching is basically your giving sermons, मतलब कि किसी चीज़ के बारे में बताना, गॉड के बारे में कुछ अच्छी चीज़ें बताना है. So in the third paragraph, it starts from, they tell them a curious story. I don't believe it's true, and yet you may learn a lesson if I tell the tale to you. So here the parents in the northland tell their children a story, and the poet is not sure whether the story is true or not, but she still wants to tell this tale, means this story, to the children, as it teaches them an important लेसन. जैसे होता है नहीं हमारे यहाँ रात के टाइम क्या होता है, आर मदर और माई और मे बी आर ग्रैंड मदर, मैटरनल ग्रैंड मदर, they tell a story about themselves, about their native land or any places. So here the parents in the northland or tell their children a story, and the poet is not sure whether the story is true or not, but still she wants to tell this tale to the children, as it teaches them an important lesson. Now the next four line, that is the fourth paragraph. Once when the good Saint Peter lived in the world below and walked about it, preaching just as he did, you know. So here the poets begin the story in this stanza, as the story is about Saint Peter, one of the 12 apostles of the Christ. And once when he was alive and lived on the earth, he used to travel around the world preaching the people whom he met on the way. Means he is a saint of a god, messenger of a god. So he just went when he was alive and he was lived on the earth, he used to travel around the world preaching, means giving sermons, means about the god and the people to whom he met on the way, about the god things, that how you can connect with the god. So and what god has made for you, what you have to do, like the good and the best thing which you can do for the needy people. So in this way you can like in this way Saint Peter tell the story to the children, tell the things to the people whom he met on the way. So this is the whole till 4 paragraph I had taught you. Tomorrow again I will be explaining you the next 4 paragraph, and I will be giving you some questions. Just do it and show me the answers. It will be in a form of your like objective based questions, and if you have any query you can give it to like you can ask from me. So I will be opening the slot at the usual time. You can ask from me, and if you are not getting anything you can ask from me. So student, thank you, and tomorrow I will be sending you the next 4 paragraph again. Thank you students, take care and bye bye.